Hi guys, recently I just sold my desktop PC and I purchased another set of PC components. I'm going to assemble a new one, and so for this video I will just document the steps I take to assemble everything. So to give you guys a heads up, it will be an Intel system. Let's start. As I showed you before, I use a benchtop case for build. I quite like that case, and at the moment that benchtop case is used by my wife, and I purchased another one during Black Friday. And anyhow, I'm just going to unbox this for you. If you're interested in the unboxing, just maybe refer back to my previous video. So as I showed you guys before, I think this case is very good quality. Okay. But very strangely, this one is actually different from the one I purchased. The one I purchased has a sleeve, but this one does not have a sleeve. So that's the difference. Okay, that's the case. Let's just put it aside. Okay. Again, this will be a unboxing. I purchased this one from Newegg. It seems to me it's an returned one, but anyhow, as long as it's usable, so it's okay. I don't mind. So it's a gigabyte Aorus TACHYON. So basically, it's a motherboard specifically designed for overclocking, and I quite like it because I think with the four memory slots, that would be just a waste. So why not just have two, and you can maximize the speed. Okay. So this is the motherboard. Okay. So what I will do, I will take out the heatsink. I will not use the heatsink at all. Okay. Let's just take them out. Yeah, I just took out the support for the NVME drive, and also took out the cover. As I told you before, actually it's a return item. So when you purchase something from Newegg, you just need to be aware that the stuff you get might be someone else returned. I noticed that because I saw some scratches on the plates. It looks like that guy tried to take out a graphic card, something like that, and he scratched the plates. So I thought it can't be happening if it's new. That's unfortunately the case. I also want to take out this one. I don't know what underneath this one is. Let me have a look. I just checked the menu. With these parts, this part touches the Z690 chipset. Therefore, I will just keep the heatsink. As you can see from the back, so it's pressure mounted, so I won't touch that part. What else I want to show you guys? It's a bit worrisome because you buy something from Newegg and it's used, and you really don't know whether this one will work or not. So that's the worrisome part. Okay, so that's the motherboard, and I will need to install the Noctua mounting brackets onto this motherboard. So let's put this one aside. So this is the Noctua mounting brackets. So I got this one maybe half a year ago, and I noticed that the quality of these accessories is much higher than those came with the cooler. So I want to use those. These adapter came with the cooler are usually require some assembly, but with this one it's already assembled, so it's also high quality. So that's how you install it. We first slide in, then we put a spacer. Put the spacer in. Then we put the metal supports. Yep. So facing up. I just secure it using the thumb screw now, because when you install the CPU, you need to take them out first. Okay. Okay. So the correct step is actually install the CPU first, and then install that. Otherwise, you can't open it. But anyhow, let's just do it anyway. And we set up the workbench and put everything on the workbench. Because I'm planning to mount a very heavy GPU later on, so I will orient the workbench horizontally. So if you see my previous video, I actually put the workbench on angle. So I think in this case I won't do that. Just to make my life a bit easier. Okay, I just installed a workbench. So I told you guys I want to put it horizontally, so I can put a very heavy GPU here, no problem. So I will just take out the screw and try the standoffs and try to put them on. I just installed the standoffs. As I showed you guys in the last video, in the video of reviewing this case, I put the middle one to use the screws. All the rest are quick release. Let's just try to put the motherboard on. Let's see whether they match. Yeah, I think they match. It's a it's an ETX motherboard, so it's quite big. So everything is in, and then put the screw in the middle. This one might be too big, so there are two types of screws. That's very funny. You see the diameter of the screw head is different. So for the standoff, I think you need to use the thinner ones. Okay, that sounds cool. then we can install the NVMe drive. So what I will do, I will install the faster drive onto these slots, which contains the OS and cache, something like that, and the bigger drive to here. I don't know which way is better. Or I install the faster drive onto here, use as a cache, and the larger drive in here to store the operating system. But in general, maybe I use the faster drive to store the OS, okay? Which I still need to buy it. But let's install the slower drive here. Okay. I can fix this one for now. Or we can add a DDR5 memory I purchased from a local shop, which is reasonably priced in Australia. Yeah, because of the currency, the Australian dollar, just everything just so expensive. So with the DDR5 memory, it has a power controller. So I don't know, maybe you can save some energy to use DDR5 memory, but I'm not sure. But by having two DIMMs, definitely is more energy. It should be more energy efficient than using four. Okay. It's also very funny. You see, this one has a funny shape. It's not totally flat. Let's see the other one. Yeah, it's the same shape. I think I should also take out the sticker. Okay, it says remove or void warranty, so maybe just keep it. Sorry, my bad. You should keep the sticker. So just push it in, I guess. What I feel about these memories, they are quite cheap. Unlike the memory produced by G-Skill, things like that. And I just don't know whether they are in or not in. Okay. Okay, I think they are in. Then install another one. You just need to push a bit harder. That's all. Let's see. Now the memory are in. I installed the CPU and the NVMe drives, but while I installed those items, I didn't videotape the process. Let me just go through what I have learned while I install those items. So this CPU is the Intel i5 13600K. I took this GPU from my wife's PC. It's because I purchased i5 13500. I already posted a video on my YouTube channel, so you can check that out. And I want to use the 13600K on this build because I want to build a performance system. So in this case, I'm using a Noctua cooler. I will show that to you later. So it's a D15S, so it's a large tower but with single fan. And in my earlier parts, I installed those brackets this way, and which was wrong because for different cooler the orientation is different. For the D15 models, those supports are in this way. So that was one mistake. The other mistake I made is when I tighten up those screws, I over tighten them. So if you over tighten them, because there's underneath the motherboard there's a support plate. That support plate can bend slightly. So you don't want that. So what you need to do is just use your hand to tighten them, and then use the included screwdriver. Just screw it until you can't move anymore, but not to put excessive force. Just a little bit force until you cannot turn. So that's what you should do. The other lesson I learned is when you purchase a NVMe drive, you shouldn't take out the sticker. The sticker serves two purposes. One is for warranty. The other one is sometimes it acts like a heat spreader. So because the sticker covers the whole space, so underneath that there are controllers, okay, and there are storage chip. So basically, sometimes the special paper serves as a bridge to transfer heat from one chip to another. So in that way, you can perform better. So in summary, you shouldn't take out those stickers. Same apply to memory. Okay, I recently purchased another NVMe drive. So this drive is 1 TB. It's a PCIe 4 model. So this setup, the reason for this setup is because this one is a P5 Plus drive produced by Crucial. So it's a high-speed drive, and this slot links to the CPU directly. This slot links to the chipset. So what I will do, I will install the OS on this one and use this one like a cache drive. For example, for some applications, they will use a location to write stuff. So if I assign the location to this drive, the performance of the application will be faster. Okay, because basically directly from the CPU to the cache cache storage. Okay, so in a way you have a two-tier memory system. You have the normal memory, and then you have a cache drive, and this one just to store the OS. So when the computer starts, the OS loads the program into the memory. Okay, and when the program runs, so sometimes it requires a temporary storage, it writes stuff to this drive. Hence, your entire experience will be better. So that's the setup, and I hope it works. Yeah, let's just continue building the system. Here's a photo of the current status of the build. As you can see, everything looks quite neat. I still need to install the cooler and also the power supply, and I would be using a GPU that I have. After that, I need to install the software and also fine-tuning everything. So I think that's a good break for the process. I will just use this one as the part 1 of the build, and stay tuned for the part 2 video. Thanks guys for watching. See you.